finished.
Yeah.
And he wasn't so heavy as
Fine.
potato.
Yeah, yeah. So like that.
Today the traffic.
Like just the burger would be enough. And couscous or something with it.
The chips wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that burger was nice.
This burger is funny.
Yeah, I had a potato one.
Oh, did you have potato and paneer? I
No,
don't know.
no, potato only.
No, when you came after it.
No, paneer came first, and then there was no
Yeah,
paneer, and
yes, yes,
then
yes.
you put the potatoes.
You're talking about the fried
No,
potatoes?
no.
The chips, the potato.
Potato burger.
Oh.
Because people started asking for paneer, you said no paneer.
But was there enough food?
Yeah, we had a lot at the
And the
bottom.
night
And he was busy making the
was
paneer.
that enough?
No, then.
Mommy
I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was
I was
very.
I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He finished all the paneer. He was working.
Yeah, but
And then there was potato.
potatoes were done, and that was on the table, but the paneer was still coming.
Oh, no,
He did.
paneer was first. Ask him. The paneer was first.
Yes.
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll see the first slok. Please chant after me. वेदो नित्यमधीयताम् तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयताम् अपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम् पापौघः परिधूयताम् भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छा व्यवसीयताम् निजग्रहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. Anything which is not centered and focused towards one purpose will never be a source of joy. Unless there is one higher purpose for whether it is action or family life or office life or our own relatives, it will never be fulfilling. What is the main thing in life? Everywhere there is a main issue. This is the nature. And secondary issue is also there. Like the plant I am seeing outside. It needs water, but the main thing is that it needs sun also. Some plants need less water, some need more water, but all of them will need some sunlight. So, what is the main thing in this life which is worth attaining? To ascertain that, we need the study of the scriptures regularly. We know we want peace, but what kind of peace? This much we know, that we want to be quiet. We don't want to be disturbed. But what kind of peace is it? Where is it? How it can be attained? And that peace is of what? This knowledge can be only known by the study of Gita or Ramayana or the Vedanta, etc. From some person who knows about it, and therefore Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam. If the there is something called sadhya and something else called sadhan. Sadhya means what is to be attained, and sadhan is the means of attaining it. If sadhya is not clear, where I have to attain, that is not very clear, then sadhana will not be good. Somebody came and said, tell me what sadhana shall I do? I said, why to do sadhana? You are happy, why to do sadhana? He said, no, everybody is doing sadhana, I also do. I said, no need. My first thing is what you want. You go and you ask, which airline is free for me? He will ask where you want to go. You want to go to Mozambique, you want to go to Australia, you want to go to America. Accordingly, I will tell. And if he is very passionate about going to X place, then he will be passionate about taking a particular flight also. So if he is not very much intended to go to a place, he will have a lukewarm response in taking the particular flight. And if that is not very clear in our life, that where I should be, what should be my experience, what is my experience is one thing, but what should have been my experience is totally another thing. What is the experience which is the best experience here? What is the enlightened experience here? And in the childhood we used to write essays of English essay or do some mathematics sum. And then teacher used to tell that this could be done in the best possible manner was this. You took 4 pages in solving this mathematical problem. This could have been solved in 1 page if you had used this formula. And therefore earlier, we had to show the rough work also in our school days. So there was a left paper was for rough work. So he will say how you have come to the conclusion to that particular solution, so that he can tell you this is the better way of solving it. That was a better way of doing it. So for that it is said, Vedo Nityamadhiyatam. Then after studying here, Ved is Vedant, Gita, Ramayana, all was there. Tad uditam karma sanushtyatam. I told also that Swadharma yesterday is there. Everybody is designed for a particular code of conduct. I cannot do anything. Husband can't do anything what he wants. Wife can't do anything what he wants. Girl cannot do anything what she wants. See, they have to have particular. God has made the world and He has decided who will do what. And He has designed our action for 2-3 reasons. First is purification of mind. Second is getting devotion of God. Third is serving the society. And fourth ultimately is knowing the self. Everybody's Swadharma is designed for these through 4 things. I am repeating it. In short, exhaustion of our vasanas, and ultimately I am going to the higher. Again shall I say? So first is purification of my mind. I become a freer person inside. Second is, through that purified mind, I will serve the people around. Third is, I will have more faith in God. And fourth is, I will know the self, knowledge of the self. And if that is not being satisfied, then that will not be called Swadharma. And everybody's Swadharma will be different or same? Different, because everybody's tendencies are different. But main thing is, does it bring these 3-4 aspects or not? I have engineering vasana, I have medical vasana, I have singing vasana, I have dancing vasana, I have business vasana. Somebody may have more tendency to enjoy, somebody has less tendency to enjoy. So, everybody will have different modules for him. What is Swadharma for me will not be Swadharma for you. What is Swadharma for sannyasi is not Swadharma for grahastha. Ab sannyasi, grahastha is not supposed to live separately from the family for a long time. And sannyasi is not supposed to live with the family for a long time. Both have different now. Grahastha has an option, okay, I don't like this food. I have sufficient money, I want to purchase that food. He is supposed to have a bank account. He is supposed to keep some money for some rainy days. Sannyasi is not supposed to keep any money because all days are sunny days for him. And whatever he gets, he will eat it. See the difference? The grahastha is supposed, I am just comparing so that it is clear. And therefore nobody, you shouldn't compare that he did like that. He is supposed to spend his time in solitude. He can shut his room for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, one day. Grahas cannot shut, his mother cannot shut his room. Because her ways are different. But the aim is same. I am repeating it. Number 1, I purify my mind. That means my desires are lessened. Second was, I serve the people. Third was, my faith in God increases. And fourth is, by knowing the self, I want to liberate. Tad uditam karma su anushtiyatam. This is second point. Third point. Ten means swadharmena. Ishasya apachati. Apachati means worship. By the worship of the God, you offer that. That means the fruit of action I don't want, I just want the happiness of the God. I want more internal fulfillment than external situation, in short. There are men of fulfillment and there are men of object. Somebody is a singer, he sings, and in singing he will say, I didn't sing well. People are happy, but he said, no, I am not. You know why? I am not getting that fulfillment. Something is not okay. I have seen such artists. I said, but I liked. He said, you liked because you did not know where I was wrong. But I was not in my best. I'll practice it again and again. I'll come back and sing the same song. So there are men of fulfillment who are not satisfied by outer things. And there are men of object and world. They are men of world, worldly thing. They get clapping, they are happy. But there is one who seeks internal fulfillment. He will never be a man of world. He will be a man, different kind of man is this. He consults from inside, is it fine or not? Not fine. Again I will try. It was not my best. So that is called, when you start striving to get the best response, that is called fulfillment. That is called pleasing the God inside. Because God is also inside. I hope you understand. Till this point we had seen yesterday. And remember that if the God is very happy, others of course will be happy. जा पर नाथ करो तुम दाया ताही सदा शुभ कुशल निरंतर सुर नर मुनि बोलो प्रसन्नता ऊपर. So God will be happy, others will be happy. But if world is happy, it doesn't mean everybody is happy. So these are 3 points. Next point is very important. Please see. Kame matis tyajyatam. I had chanted that. Very important. Let me elaborate it. Can I elaborate? We're not tired, no? Morning, how can you be tired? So, kame, just a morning and it's a start. We are supposed to be fresh and fine. Fresh like a daisy, they say. And cool like a cucumber. Cool like a cucumber. So, kame matis tyajyatam. He said, please renounce the selfish, worldly, world-dependent, attachment-oriented, ego-oriented desires. Now, this is a very, very important point. You know what is the meaning of desire? On some object, I see lot of joy, and in me, I don't see joy. When these two things mix up, then there is a strong urge to get it. I'm repeating it. I see some object, and on some object or a thing or a person, I see extreme joy. So nice paperweight is there, so nice, so nice, so nice watch is there, so nice. And I don't have that joy. When you reiterate it for long, you become restless to get it. That restlessness without getting it is desire. I like it, it is okay. I like this paperweight, but it's not urgent that it has to be with me. Even without that, I am fine. If that point is there, it is okay. I like this person. He is very well-mannered, very decent, very spiritual. But he need not be with me. I am happy without him. If that is a state, still you are the boss. Boss of what? Of mind. Some flowers are there. Immediately some people pluck the flowers and put it here and there. So I like the flower, very good, but let it be at its own place. I am happy without that. When you can say I am happy without every object, every situation. I like XYZ person, but let him be at his place. Let her be at her place. Good wishes. Bon voyage. In the flight, you know what they say? Bon appetite. May you have good appetite. No need to say, already it is there. But a time comes, we become very, 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 very indulgent. I like it and I cannot live without it. I see so much joy in something. Now this has become calm now. And it is a mental projection on an external object. It is not a reality. Because the same thing may not be liked by you at some other time. You will have a variation in your liking for the object or a person. Well, supposing I have liking, what is the problem? Lot of problems. Why? Number one, you like to seek it now. Now that object or a person will be with you or not? Now who will decide? Tell me, who will decide? That is for Prarabdha and God to decide. Moment you say that I like it and I want it, that means I am not happy without it. You have spoiled the present joy. Spoiling present joy means I am not loving person right now. Because joyous person only is a loving person. Unhappy person will not be loving person. Number 1 point. Number 2 point. After that I will try to get it. And for that I will get resources. I like this particular house, but I don't have that much of money. Now I'll slog and work to get that particular house. In that process of work, I have to have another desire to get a job, another desire to get a boss, another desire to get a gardener, another desire to get interior. There are 100 desires hidden in one desire. There is nothing called one desire. It appears as only one desire is there. I work hard, still I don't know whether I'll get that or not, because which job I get, how much money I'll get, that is not in my hand. Just because I'm hard working doesn't mean I will have a lot of money. Some people hardly work but they have money. Some work and they have money. It depends on different dynamics. And till I get that object, I will be little stressed out. And there will be fear if I don't get it. So what? I want to marry that boy, but he doesn't want to marry. Various boys and girls come and say all these things. Now what can I do? Is their problem? Then I want to marry that boy, what shall I do? I said, you ask him. Well, I asked, but he doesn't want to marry. He said, I'll later on I'll see. He has not said no, but he has said that later on I'll consider after 1 year. I'm so sad. I said, what can I do? Become sad. Foolishness will always be ending in sadness. Oh, you say like that, I'm not like you. Yes, I'm telling you the laws of life. You follow or not, it's your problem. If you jump from the terrace, you definitely fall down. Because gravitational law will be active. Why he doesn't want me? It's up to him. Please pray for me that I should get married. I have taken sannyas to pray for you. Foolishness. Height of foolishness. Please pray for me, I should get married with that boy. I said, this is therefore I say, I'll hit you, get out. She is becoming very frantic, and you must have seen in your life also. And illogical rather. A person with too much desire becomes illogical. He wants the prarabdha to change. And you cannot say that who will come, who will go from your life. Well, what's wrong in me? This is wrong in you. So third point is that you don't know whether it is in my fate or not, and I have no control over it. Why to work in uncontrollable areas? Well, supposing I get it. Supposing I get the object of my desire, do you think you will be quiet? You will have another desire. Do you think after marriage you will be quiet? After that you long for child. Do you think after having child you will be quiet? You will want to think of his admission in some good school. Do you think after that you will be quiet? You will want to have some good marks. Do you think after he does his matric you will be quiet? I am telling you, you all are experienced people. Pandora's box is open after that. And point is, if desire is fulfilled, it increases. And it goes to increase the vasana. And it is going to give you the next birth. My God. See how many faults are there. At the time when I have desire, I am unhappy at the moment. Moment is not great. I am not lovable person. Unhappy person is not lovable person. Neither I am loving, neither lovable. Number 2, I will go for a lot of resources. Number 3, whether after resources also I am not sure whether that object will be with me. Number 5. No, 3 ho gaya. Number 4. After fulfillment, another desire will come and it will create my vasana. And I will be slave. I will be again for the next birth. There are endless problems with desires. Endless. And whole world is after this desire only. Some has desire for fame, some for money, some for child, some for big office. One worm enters into the mind and keeps the person unnecessarily busy. So we should not have desire. No, I am saying substitute it with some bigger desire. What is bigger desire? God-centric, independent of world. That desire which expresses our joy, not for joy. I have come to love you. This desire is there. It is independent. It doesn't need somebody to give me, then only I can love. I will do jap. It is independent desire now. No, nobody can stop you. My desire is to meditate. No, nobody can stop you. My desire is to serve my Lord and my teacher. Nobody can stop you. I mean, right now. My desire is to chant. Nobody can stop you. World independent, God centric. This substitution of desire is the secret of spiritual life. And I get joy in serving. Many people give their life to serve their Guru. They don't get anything. There is no money with them, there is no fame with them, there is no big house with them, but they just serve their teacher day and night, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. I will just do my puja. I will just chant my Naam. I will take Lord's name today. Or I go out in the world to take away their sorrows. Moment I substitute my desire, this is called healthy desires. So from unhealthy desire I come to healthy desire. Is it okay now? You also have come here with a desire. And I also have come here with a desire. But the desire is not world dependent. This desire is not going to bind us. It is not going to give us rebirth. It will free us from the birth. This is called kame matistajyata. I hope this point is not unclear. So people say, how is it possible I can be without desire? I said, it is possible. See Gurudev, see the saints. And a time comes, this healthy desire also you get over it also. You say, I can be happy without anybody else. Now I am with the world, not for the world, but to give joy to the world. Even if world does not give, I will give and walk away. I am independent of any person. But worldly desire will always take to some kind of problem. There is nobody who has entered family life and had no problem. Unless that family life was for God. If it was for God, then that was not a problem. But we develop more attachment. There is a desire for a spouse, desire for children, desire for this, desire for that. It all comes in a very big package. Kame matistajyata. Better you leave it. Why? It will absorb you a lot. It will make, you will really be going round. It will really take all your time. It will eat your time. As much time, sometime father, mother give to the child, which is not required, they don't give it to anybody. Time or money, maximum goes to children and spouse. More than what is required sometimes. More than what is needed for that. You know the story of Bhagavad? I'm cutting it short. Atmadev is there and he had no child. And he went to sannyasi. Sannyasi said, see, you have no child. Whatever God has given is fantastic. What is not in your fate, don't force it. It will be not good. Ultimately, he forced, and that sannyasi gave him a fruit. You know the story? No. And that sannyasi gave him the fruit. He gave it to wife. Wife, he gave it to somebody else. Wife said, I cannot carry a child. Dunduli. And his son was there. His name was Dundukari. And terrible son was born. And ultimately he got so fed up with that son, he ultimately gave up his house and went to the same sannyasi, and ultimately he got moksha. So here nothing is very great. Nothing is worth achieving here. I am telling you, one person went to Europe for 20-30 days. And I said, how was that? It was a very good trip. First there, I saw Switzerland, I saw this, I saw that. I said, wait, how much money? Well, it took 10-15 lakhs. I said, I will give you 10-15. You go again. He said, I won't go. The purpose of if you don't understand, you better enjoy and see what was the result of that. The purpose of having even the selfish desire is to realize that it was not worth it. I wasted my time. It was not that important thing that I desired so much for it. I gave my life. It was not that big. That is called kame matistyajyatam. Am I right or wrong? See. We give time like money to object of desire. And ultimately, we gather more impression, we gather more of dependence on some object or a person, and we forget some bigger joy in life. And we are aiming for that which is not under our control. He is very happy today, I don't know that person is happy or not tomorrow. And therefore there was no point in using. Rather, you could have a healthy desire and proceeded in a more positive manner, so that world had become not an object of desire but object of worship. If you could have changed that from bhog samagri to puja samagri, then you could have evolved with the world. Rather, you got devolved with the world. Problem is not with the world. Problem is what was my way of seeing that thing. Problem is not with the family. Problem is how I used it for whom. So, kame matis tyajyata. No need for selfish desire. Only he should have done that. Forget about that. I wanted, I did not get. What you don't get in the world, remember that, better you did not get, you did not need it. Worldly thing. I have to know how to tailor my desire as per my prarabdha. Like when you go to the tailor, here tailors are here. You get ready-made everything. Oh, you have tailors, acha. So you go there, you can see. He will take all the measurement. That this much is the sleeves, this is the neck, this is this. He takes an inch tape. And he measures and he says, this is the shirt I'll make for you. Ultimately, he'll give the shirt. When you are living in the world, I have to sometimes contract my desire that this was not in my fate. And I have to learn not only to contract compulsively, I have to be happy about it also. Yal abse nich karmo patam vittam ten vinode chittam. This was not in my fate. This much money was not there. This child was not there. This kind of thing was. I am very happy. What God has not given, it is for dispassion. And what God has given is for seva. What has not given, I should grow over it. You should make your mind that you don't need it also. I hope I am clear. And what He has given luxuriously, this is to serve the God, the people around. It is not for my bhog. Others are also the shareholder of everything what I have. But what we do, what I don't have, I get sad and angry about it. And what I have, I use it for my personal enjoyment and indulgence. That is wrong. I don't have, now I have to make a mindset that I should grow over it now. Grow or understand what? Grow over means what? Nobody is saying it. Huh? It doesn't matter. Even if it is not there, I am not sad about it. I am not angry about it. I am not frustrated with somebody. If you are frustrated and angry or sad with somebody, you are steeped in him and under him. When somebody's behavior, howsoever it is not creating anger and frustration or situation is like that, then you have grown over it. The situation may be sane, but your mind has gone higher now. It's a nice word in English, but this is the meaning. I was going on I was going on a bicycle and one person started shouting on me. I stopped, I also gave him left and right. So, other person came, he said, don't, why, what is the problem? I said, he is shouting. He said, he's a mad person. He is mentally deranged. You don't respond. I stood there, still he was shouting, but I was not angry after that. I had grown over it. Certain things I'll not tell in the morning. I like to eat. One day I thought I'll drop it. I dropped it. So after dropping it, after 1 year, when I saw that object, there was no desire to eat. I had grown over it. Not that any repulsion was there, but it was not creating an urgency to have it. The thing was same, but the taste buds were not active enough to demand it now. The world is meant to grow over it and not to be steeped into it. And especially what I don't have, I have to grow over it. And what I have to use it to give it to God. It has come to me, please maintain the musical chair round, let it go. Complete the circle of getting and giving. You got it, now give it back to God. As long as this two attitude is there, world will not bind you. We are bound by what I don't have because I am reacting to it. I am longing for it. I am sad about it. Somebody was there, I will not take the name. So, I don't know who is there watching. So, one woman was there. She didn't have a child. Around 39, 40 years. So, I shouldn't have asked the question, but I did ask. I said, see, you are not sad that you don't have child. I was trying to touch the raw nerves. She laughed. She said, I used to be sad when I was 34, 35. I tried everything but didn't work. I don't have child. I said, then how? You don't feel when you see everybody having children, you don't feel complexed? She said, I used to. But later I thought, let me every Sunday I'll get children, 15, 30 children of the colony of my friends. Anywhere I go, I'll cook for them and I feed them and chant shlokas and teach them certain Balvihar classes. 40 children are there. After cooking, I don't feel I don't have child. I have grown over it. So what you don't have, son, daughter, daughter-in-law, oh. You have daughter-in-law, no? Huh, Harishji? You have? One. Huh? One. Acha, acha. She a good daughter-in-law. Okay. What I don't have, I don't need it. Not out of frustration, out of fulfillment. And what I have, I will do puja with whatever I have. So that it doesn't create a vasana to have it more. Today I have this much of money, I am very happy. But I should come in a situation that I don't need this much of money also. This is called, you have grown over your joys also. And your minus, what you don't have and what you have, you are above both. Because you have to drop it. Before a thing leaves you, you should leave it. Everything of the world, I should not wait for it to leave me. Even if a thing or a person leaves me, it will leave me with sorrow. But when I will leave that, I will leave as a king. This is a practice of spiritual life that I have to do it. This is called kame matistyajatam. These principles, please understand it very well. Because you cannot have everything. And something you have more. Some things you don't have at all. And some things you have in luxuries others don't have also. Next word. Papauga paridhuyatam bhavasukhe. You got it, no? Papauga paridhuyatam. See the word here? Papauga. Auga means group. Please wash away all the sins. Sin means through which you can't see God. Simple definition. Through which I become a little anti-God. I am not very clear about God. That is called sin. Aug means multitude, group of sins. In other words, enjoyer, doer. How to wash it? How to wash it? Wash off. How to wash off? By thinking of the God, by taking Lord's name. Enjoyerships are our sins. Desire for world things. So this last and this are connected. Sin means through which I lose control, through which I don't see something divine. My divinity is lost. Sin means through which I don't give other the share that he deserves from me. Kekai's sin was, she did not give that love to Bhagwan Ram, what Bhagwan Ram deserved. She did not give that love at the end to Dashrathji what he deserved as a husband. Through which I deprive somebody. First was through which I can't see God. I can't see bigger. Second is through which I deprive some love, some respect, something. Because what I deprive others, slowly I will also be deprived of that. Sin means through which I am lessening my qualification of quietude inside. Because of this sin, I will be disturbed. My qualification to be quiet is lessened. Is it okay now? Sin means through which other person will not give you that much attention as you will deserve. Merit means through which God and people and saints give you attention. Sin means through which saints will not give you attention. You will not get as much as love as you have got without this sin. This is called sin. Attachment is a sin. Why? Because I forget God. Anger is a sin because I forget God. Jealousy is a sin because I forget the God. Anything which is going to give me future sorrow or present sorrow is called a sin. And for that we have to take medicine. And therefore all medicine has termicin. Or they have a mycin. बोलो भाई, आप लोग तो बैठे हो फार्मेसी वाले. So many medicine have mycin in at the end of that. हाँ भाई, तुलसीदास जी. हाँ, it has the mycin word is there at the end. So papauga paridhuyatam. This subtle sin, not external sin that I kill an animal. That is external, that is gross sin. We are not committing gross sins like killing animal or killing human being, but subtle sins are there. I did not give that much of love to the God as he deserved. I forgot to say thank you to the God. You know, in our childhood, if somebody gives me something and you don't say thank you, you get a scolding. You got a glass of water. Why didn't you say thank you? Say thank you to auntie. Say thank you to that. Thank you, uncle. Now tell me how much thank you will give to that God who gave this day, who gave this beautiful place, who gave this sunlight, who gave this beautiful, hour of satsang. And you will, when you feel it, when you are feeling the thank you, you will not be having a dry thank you. You will try to offer one flower to the Lord. You will offer namaskar. You will bow down to him. Right? So, through which you get connected to the whole of which you are a part, that is called washing off my sin. I got disconnected with the Lord, that was my sin. That means my capacity, my inner capacity and outer prarabdha both gets weaker by doing something wrong. When I do something right, after that my inner urge and outer situation will get conducive. Through this, two things are there, that is called he has washed off the sins. Is it right? No? It is not that simple. Because God, ultimately what has to come to you, it will come through God only. You cannot force a situation. But God will see first how much he has removed the distance between you and me. Removing the distance between me and God is called washing off the sin. Distance, you understand, between two people? Sometimes you must have felt distance. Only earlier days, Swamiji, we were very close. Once upon a time, we were buddies. Now, it's not that closeness. Our relations have gone little sour. What happened? I will leave it. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. You must have in the life also. When I did not identify with your sorrow and joy, your sorrow was not my sorrow, and your joy was not my joy. That is called distance between you and me. When your sorrow was my sorrow and your joy was my joy was your joy, my sorrow, that was, we are very close. नहीं ठीक करे. Similarly, there is something called God's joy, something called God's sorrow also. Bhagavan has said in Bhagavad also, I get angry on such kind of people. At one place Bhagavan says, one who does worship but hates others, I don't take his puja. Bhinna darshina, dveshina. He may do puja, but I won't accept him. You know the famous story, Bhagwan Krishna went to Duryodhana. He offered nice dinner. You know the story? No. And then Bhagwan Krishna said, I would have eaten if I was very hungry. Or you had done very good actions. Your actions are so cheap and disturbing. Draupadi, you tried to disrobe. You gave the poison to the Pandavas. You create problem for the pure people. I'll not take any of your food. And he left. In Mahabharata it comes. Certain actions of mine or certain attitudes of mine may not be pleasing to God. And I realize it. I go. I say, I'm sorry, Bhagavan. Please, I seek forgiveness. Let between me and you, let the distance be not there. I will not like to live if you are not pleased. This is called washing off the sin. You know, some people do wrong and they say sorry, we forget also after some time. That is accepted, it's all over. It's all over. Papauga paridhuyata. This is all for grahasthas. One person was there, he didn't serve his father, mother, and he came to Haridwar. And father, mother had passed. So, passed away. So, he went to a saint. Saint said, see, you seek forgiveness from Mother Ganga and take bath for so many times, 500 times. Not in a day, but in few months. So, and with every dip you take, you say Kshamasvamam. And you stand there and chant this mantra. And you do this for 6 months, 7 months, God will forgive you. Through which you don't get a very good thoughts or good opportunity in life. That is called because of some sins I have been not given the best thought. How do you know that God is pleased? God is pleased when inside you have very good bhav and outside you have saints, you have gurus, you have satsang. Inside desire to do sadhana and outside somebody to prompt me to do sadhana. Getting a love of a saint, love of teacher, love of rishis. When Guru, Bhagwan, Shastra, these three things have love for you and inside is your holy desire, that is called that your sins have lessened down now. Because if you love someone, you give a best thing. Supposing it is my birthday, and I'm here in Cape Town. I'll not be here, don't worry. Supposing, and you know it's my birthday, will it not? You will not give me some present? Yes. Say at least yes. Say. I can consider. So, if you give me a present, definitely you'll think what present to give, what flower to offer. When you have love for me, you will give me something good, what I will prefer. You will definitely be think what he needs. Similarly, when God is pleased, he also sends his best representative in your life. He sends his chosen person. He sends his mouthpiece. He sends his spokesman. Not for 1-2 days, for years together. Somebody becomes your spiritual father and mother. Somebody nurses your spiritual infant child. Somebody nurses my infant spiritual desire to become bigger now. I was doing 1 mala, now I am doing 5 mala now. Somebody asks me, like mother asks, have you taken food? Did you put on your proper warm clothes? Did you go out? Did you go to the school? How was your marks? Similarly, he will send some saint who will teach us Ramayana, Gita, etc. This is the sign of God's love from outside. And from inside, He will give a desire, holy desire. And all my lower desire subside away. Anger goes away. Passion goes away. To invite that God from outside and inside, that is called my sins are diluted and lessened. I hope I am clear. If my mind has lot of anger, lot of passion, that means I am not yet closer to God. I have to do more sadhana to get over it. And therefore I will do jap, therefore I will do puja, therefore I will serve the elders of my house. I will press the feet. Whosoever, God has not come, but at least somebody is there around me. At least water the tulsi every day. At least offer namaskar to all elders in the family. Always there is somebody whom you can do something to earn more merits in life. He is recording everything. Everything is recorded and He'll give the fruit accordingly. Don't worry, He'll wait, but He'll give you some good fruit. But He has in mind, see, he did something wrong. He did this thing wrong. He had been angry so many times. He has been passionate so many times. He lied so many times. He didn't serve so many times. So he is not very interested in me. To make God interested in me is called my sadhana. With his devotion with my devotion I make Him interested. Somebody said, Swamiji, please can you tell me meditation? It was 11 o'clock. I said, why? He said, 12 o'clock is my flight. I have 1 hour, please tell me. I said, will you have tea, coffee? Why should I tell? It is not that easy, that it is not a film that I can just switch on and the meditation will be over. What I took years to know it cannot be just given in 1 hour, and that too I am not happy because nothing you have done. Other person came. He said, please tell me 15th chapter of Gita. I said, come next Sunday. He came. I said, again you have come? Okay, come next Sunday. It's 2 Sunday. Again he came 3rd Sunday. I said, you come again? Next Sunday. 4 Sundays, 5 Sundays. 6th Sunday he was cleaning the room. After 6th Sunday, tell me, will not my mind say that he has paid a cost for it, I think. The distance which I was feeling with him, because of his surrender, because of his sacrifice, because of his repeatedly coming and following, that lessened. This lessening of the distance made my heart now ready to tell him something. I said, now ask what you want. It is not an objective science that I go to the school and college and I have deposited the fees and the teacher will give this much of lesson. It's a subjective realization which will come only with a melted heart and the graceful mind. And that makes a spiritual path difficult. I cannot just press a button and realization will happen. Or I'll know this. It is more adjusting the mind before. I get my patra ready, my vessel inside ready before it is being poured from outside. Making myself patra, making myself recipient. Other should feel, I think he deserves. He deserves more than what I am giving. This creating my power of deserving, not desiring, is called his sins have been washed off. And how he did? Through his sacrifice, surrender, service for 1 day, 2 day, 5 day, 10 day. In our ashram we used to clean the vessels. You will not believe, I used to clean at least vessels of 150 people per day. 150, sometimes 200. Washing the fans, cleaning the fans blades, washing all the dishes, cleaning the room, cleaning the veranda, watering the plant. All this is creating a soft image, my soft image in God's heart and teacher's heart. And I say sorry through that seva. That is called papauga paridhuyatam. Otherwise, if the teacher gives, but his mind is not that soft and recipient, he'll throw it out. To the baby, if you feed something, his stomach is very small, he'll vomit, he'll throw it out. First create the hunger for him. My time is over. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day, I think. But we'll see. And tonight we are meeting for our Gita classes. Thank you all. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om